Good morning, we're down the allotment. A fairly cool April morning. So we've had some really hot days and now it's a little bit cooler. What I want to do today is show you a different method that I use for planting potatoes. It's based on the Ruth Stout no dig, easy gardening type approach. So I'll run through it. I'll just flip the camera around and show you the potatoes. Okay, we're going to put main crop potatoes in today. So we've got some Picasso. We've got 8 potatoes to put in the line. The ground has been roughly prepared, so it's been hoed over. That doesn't matter too much. As you'll see, what I'm going to do is place the spuds in a line across here, and then we'll just make a hole, put them in, and then they're going to be covered in straw. So I'll put the camera down and I'll get on with the work. Okay, so we'll set the line out. So we've got a relatively straight line. Then we just need to drop the potatoes along the line. Okay, so the potatoes are all set out in their line. Okay, so what I've got is this device here, which is like a industrial ball planter. So what I'm going to do is use this to make the holes. So I just literally push down, lift out, put the potato in, and push the saw back out. This method is far easier than the previous method I've shown, which is a more traditional one of digging a trench. But the advantage of the trench is you can put something in like manure, etc. With this method, you basically need to feed from the top. So like I say, they'll be covered in straw, and won't need to do much more in terms of feeding them. The straw is a good way of doing things because they will grow through the straw. The straw we use is actually used rabbit bedding, and that's got rabbit manure in it, etc. So that's also a good feed in itself. So that's the first row. So that's the first row put in. relatively easy. I've got 2 more rows I'll put in today, but I'll just cover this one with the straw. So I'll move the marker down ready for the next one. So I've moved the marker down. Although we did have some rain last night, it wasn't much. So we'll just water these in, and then I'll go and get some straw and cover this with straw. So the original Ruth Stout method was literally just to grow things in straw. So she'd prepare the ground. She wouldn't necessarily bury the potatoes. She'd just put the potatoes on the surface and then put 8 inches of straw on top. So I've changed that approach slightly. So the potatoes are going in about 6 inches deep, and then I shall put on top a mound of straw. So I'll go and get some straw now, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so we just pile the straw up where the potatoes have been put in. Okay, so that's got a nice covering of straw. The potatoes aren't going to come through for a while anyway. So what I do need to do is water this straw as well, because if we have some wind, this straw will be all over the place. But if I water it, damp it down, then it'll help keep it in one position. We are forecast some rainy weather over the next few days, so that again will help it get matted onto the ground. One of the big problems we will have is some of the wildlife might go through it and disturb it, but it doesn't matter, we can get some more and put that on top. Plus I'm going to have 3 rows, so the rest of this bed is going to be covered in straw eventually. Okay, so I'll stop the video there and I'll get on with the work.